Lord be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke. Each year, Jesus' parents went to Jerusalem for the feast of Passover. And when he was 12 years old, they went up according to festival custom. After they had completed its days, as they were returning, the boy Jesus remained behind in Jerusalem, but his parents did not know it. Thinking that he was in the caravan, they journeyed for a day and looked for him among their relatives and acquaintances. But not finding him, they returned to Jerusalem to look for him. After 3 days, they found him in the temple, sitting in the midst of the teachers, listening to them and asking them questions. And all who heard him were astounded at his understanding and his answers. When his parents saw him, they were astonished, and his mother said to him, "Son, why have you done this to us? Your father and I have been looking for you with great anxiety." And he said to them, "Why were you looking for me? Did you not know that I must be in my Father's house?" But they did not understand what he said to them. Then he went down with them and came to Nazareth and was obedient to them. And his mother kept all these things in her heart. And Jesus advanced in wisdom and age and favor before God and man. The Gospel of the Lord. The first Sunday after Christmas, and this year this is exactly 1 day after, shows us the Holy Family: Joseph, Mary, and Jesus. We see them as a special place where God puts his only begotten Son to grow up in a family with mother and father, to grow up in a house, to grow up in grace, wisdom, age, favor, but also in relationship with his mother and his father. So the Sunday after Christmas and this feast, this celebration shows us the importance of our families, of our homes. The family is always the first domestic church, the place where we all grow in wisdom, age, and favor before God and man. And this is also a very important sign for us, how blessed every family is and should be, as a place of blessing, as a place of growing, as a place of relationship. What should we do that our families and homes might be blessed? Blessed, it means in the Bible, happy. What should we do? This is exactly what we see in today's Gospel. Mary and Joseph and Jesus, not more baby Jesus, he's already teenager. They go according to the tradition to Jerusalem to take part on the festivities, to celebrate in the temple and to pray. But they lost Jesus. He stayed in Jerusalem with teachers, asking and listening, spending his time in the temple. And after 1 day, they realized that they lost their Jesus. So immediately they went back to Jerusalem to look for him. And after long looking, they found him in the temple. And Jesus told them he should be in this Father's house. So the temple is just like the house of God. Mary and Joseph, they did not understand these words. Mary will understand later that Jesus, growing up in their family, that he is the Son of God, that he is this one who brings the blessing to every house, to every family. So the gospel shows us how important it is to look for Jesus, to seek for him, to find him in the temple, in his Father's house. The gospel today, my dear brothers and sisters, shows us a clear way. This is the way to find the blessing for my home and family. Finding Jesus, inviting him to my home. Therefore, in these celebrations of Christmas days, of these mysteries of incarnation, of these mysteries of our faith, we should find Jesus Christ himself and invite him to our families and homes, to our relationships, to these places where we grow and advance in wisdom and age and favor before God and men. My dear brothers and sisters, let us pray today in a special way for our families, for our children, grandchildren, for our parents, for all people who are dear to us, that they all might experience how good our God is and how important his blessing is. Finding Jesus, inviting him to my family, this is inviting the blessing of God. And baby Jesus will bless us. Let us pray today in this Holy Mass in a special way for our families.